Magandang araw, ako po si Sir Ariel, ang ALS lover ng EdTech Unit. Narito po ako para sa isang napakagandang balita at upang magpaalala na ang kinabukasan ay mas gaganda at uunlad kung ang lahat ay patuloy na mag-aaral. Sa edukasyon sa ating bansa, tiyak na walang maiiwanan sa pag-abot ng mga pangarap. Kaya naman ang Department of Education ICT's Educational Technology Unit at Alternative Learning System Task Force ay nagtutulungan sa pagkakaroon ng ALS Tech Empowerment Program upang maihatid ang excellent quality education sa ating mga ALS learner and teachers. To easily deliver the lessons from the modules and other references, we will provide tablet PC as part of the DepEd computerization program to all ALS teachers and orientation on the use of these packages. To deepen the pedagogical use of information and communications and technology in delivering instructions, there are training workshops on the use and curation of open educational resources or OER, Google and Microsoft productivity tools, creation of video lessons using PowerPoint presentations and KineMaster, and on ebook or e-magazine development. To create an avenue for remedial lessons that is open to all learners, teachers, and parents, we will have the ETUlay free online tutorial and mobile ETUlay, where we will visit remote schools to feature the best practices of our ALS teachers and learners. Sa mga out-of-school youth and adult, laging tatandaan na may pag-asa upang makapagpatuloy sa pag-aaral. May ALS para sa inyo. Ang edukasyon ay para sa lahat. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, para sa guro. Sulong Edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICT's EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gaps where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn, together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Hello, good evening everybody. Tingnan natin kung may tao na tayo, may viewer na tayo. If you're there watching our last session of ETUlay for Monday, for today, paki-comment po at isa-shoutout po kita. Anybody from the viewers, yung mga mabilis ang mga net and mabilis mag-type. Hintayin natin kung may ang unang viewer natin o unang commenter. Okay? We'll wait muna sa mga viewers natin. Medyo nag-ano lang yan siguro. Nag-multitasking. Okay? Wala pa. Ay, yan na. Meron tayong una. Trends are Guarin. Hi po. Good evening. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, ma'am. Or estudyante pa si ma'am? ALS learner or teacher? Or viewer natin? Okay. And anyway, welcome, ma'am Trends Guarin. Okay. From where are you from, ma'am Trends? Okay, welcome to another episode of ALS LS1 English class. Okay, last time you were with Tutor Sam for the same topic. We've been discussing this topic in the last 3 weeks, the third week today. So we will be talking still about interview. Okay? Medyo common to sa ating mga ALS learners, no? Yung especially sa mga naka-experience na to be interviewed, no? Kasi ang dami yung pagdadaan ng mga interviews along your in your journey hanggang makuha niyo na or you will land a job that is suited for you. Yan. Okay? So we will still be talking about interview this evening. Okay? Yung mga ALS learners natin, papasok yan. Kakatapos lang siguro sa Filipino, ALS LS1 Filipino. Yan, papasok na yan maya-maya. Okay? Yung mga avid viewers natin every 6 p.m. every Monday. Okay? We will still be talking about interview, but this time, if tutor Sam talked about or discussed about the skills of kinder teacher, ETUlay tutor po. Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am Trends. ETUlay tutor din po pala si ma'am Trends. Good evening po. Watching from San Isidro Elementary School, Taytay Rizal, under ma'am Choco. Ayoko nang mag-pronounce ng name ni ma'am Choco kasi hindi ko alam kung Conev or Coneve. I don't know. But Ma'am Choco, if you're watching, ang dami niyo pong estudyante number 1 na po talaga yan si Alin Reduban. Okay, hi Alin! Hi Alin! Parang may kakaiba sa name mo ngayon, kaya hindi kita agad na identify, na distinguish, Alin. Or nauna kasi yung dati Reduban tapos Alin. Okay? So you change your name pala. Thank you. Thank you, Ma'am Trends. Okay, I'll still be talking about interview. Last time, again, it's about the interviewer. Pero ngayon, it's about the interviewee. Kayo yun. Ayan, dito na si Yermia Perez. Okay? Nandito si Yermia Perez. Parang mga 5 yung mga sukin natin every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. Minsan ito nakaabot ng 7. Minsan naman sumusobra tayo ng 1 hour. But this evening, medyo maikli lang to. I will just give you tips of the art of answering questions. So these are very practical tips. These are just reminders whenever you will be interviewed in the future, especially sa malapit na ang break natin, baka maisipan yung mag-sideline or mag part-time muna in a mall, pwede rin, no? So pag mag-apply ka ng job, hindi natin maiwasan yung interview. Ito yung pinaka difficult part of applying, kasi you'll have to face the employer or the interviewer, the HR maybe. Ayan, nandito na si Julie B. Pwede po, Conev. O Conev na lang kaya, no, Alin? Yermia under Sir Chadi. Okay? So again, it's about you. It's about our the interviewees. Okay? Paano ba tayo mag-answer ng questions during the interview? Okay? Sometimes kapag sobrang nararattle na tayo, ano-ano lang salita natin na, but how are we going to avoid rattling during an interview? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin tonight. Okay? So these are our learning targets. Answer questions skillfully. Dapat not only answer questions, but it should be skillfully. How to hit the perfect answer to a certain question, to the basic questions. Okay? Identify the steps an interviewer should take to prepare for an interview. 2 lang talaga targets natin for tonight. Okay? So, this evening we will be focusing on, kasi this is part of your module, no? Nandito talaga to sa module ninyo. We will be talking about applying for a visa. Okay? Since I got this lesson from your module, kahit paano, you will be guided in answering your module. Paano nga ba mag-apply ka ng visa for United States? Kasi yan ang isa sa pinakamahirap applyan na visa. No? Yan ang isa sa mga you might be wondering, wala naman akong balak eh, wala naman akong plano mag-apply for US. No, it is just an example. How are you going to answer questions when you apply for a visa? Okay? What type of example? This is just an example, a sample question. What type of visa are you applying for? Okay? Pag ganyan, dapat alam mo na, there are many kinds of visa. Tourist visa, resident visa, what else? Marami pang iba. Working visa, yan, marami yan. So, beforehand, you should know what type of visa are you applying for. So, possible question, a possible answer is, I am applying for a tourist visa. Okay? Wala nang ibang wala nang pasikot-sikot pa. Okay? Do not say like I have relatives in the United States, that's why I'm applying for a tourist visa. It is already understood na that embassy is for United States, so do not mention na. Again, diretso na, hit the point. The briefer, the better. Okay? Mas maintindihan ng interviewer yan. Okay? Example. Another example, what supporting documents do you have to show that you will be able to finance your traveling expenses? Okay? So minsan, when you apply for a tourist visa, it is a requirement that you have money. Tourist eh, you will go on a tour. Okay? Kaya tinatanong ito kasi working visa and tourist visa are two different visas. Kaya ang fear kasi ng embassy nito is nandito na sa DS5. Hi DS. Okay? You go there as a tourist, then you might look for work when you get there. Yun ang takot ng mga nasa embassy. Okay? So you'll have to support this question, this basic question during when you will apply for a visa. Like I brought my bank book, my income tax return, from last year, and the land title of my property in Quezon City with me. Derecho. Do not say I have money. Oh, no. You have money? Then just mention the bank book, your income tax return. So in short, when you apply for a very what do you call this, seryosong application like a visa, diretso, hit the point. Joy, dito na si Joy. Oh, yeah. Ito yung mga suki natin. Okay? Konti na lang. Medyo may mga parang may kulang pa. Then, andito na pala si Mia. Parang may isa pa na hindi ko maisip sino yun, ma-remember. Parang may isa pa kung hinihintay na mga suki na, mga avid viewer natin. Okay? So, here. Okay? How can you assure us that you will return to the Philippines after your visa has expired? So this is one of the common questions pag mag-apply ka ng visa. Not only in the United States, but also in Thailand, Korea, Japan. Ito yung mga countries with visa. You cannot go there without a visa. Kaya minsan nade-deny kasi nga hindi maayos ang answer nyo sa interview. Kaya nandiyan nakasalalay ang acceptance or approval sa interview, especially sa US. Kasi pag diretso yung denied or approved or what. Kaya dapat, tayo alerto and pinaghahandaan ang interview. Later you will know, we have tips on how to prepare for an interview. Kaya hindi siya basta-basta. Okay? So if this is a question, how can you assure us that you will return to the Philippines after your visa has expired? And then you will just say, I just took a leave of absence from work where I'm still under contract for 2 more years. Diyan pa lang, assured na ang interviewer na babalik to kasi may kontrata pa tong iniwan. I was permitted by the company to go on a 2-week vacation. My wife and children are also here. Okay, assured na yan. Diretso. Okay? So, if you have prepared beforehand itong mga klaseng tanong na to, yung klaseng mga questions na ito, mabilis na lang eh. Kapag na-familiarize o na-memorize mo na yung i-answer mo. Pwera na lang pag mental block tayo. Pero, there's no other way to be prepared for something except to practice. Practice lang tayo. Kunwari, may taga-interview sa bahay ninyo. So, what will you, dapat may simulation kayo. May mock interview mangyayari. Okay? So, here. What are the strategies for handling and answering difficult questions? Pag sobrang hirap na ang questions, like, parang hindi mo napaghandaan, no? Parang na mental block ako. Or worst is, or other reason maybe, hindi mo in-expect na may mga questions like that. Okay? Like the ones given. Okay? How? 1, give answers that are brief and straight to the point. Ito na yon, part na yon sa situation natin kanina. Okay? Interviewer. What type of visa are you applying for? Okay? Incorrect response. I will only visit my relatives. Bakit siya mali? Why is it incorrect? Nang maayos ng pananalita, sabi ni Julie B. Kailangan po magsalita, magbihis. Ay, sabi ni Redovan, oo, number 1 yung pagbihis. Kasi yun ang unang nakikita ng interviewer. Promise. Yan dyan, mamaya meron yan. Meron yan sa mga tips natin. Okay, mali. I will only visit my relatives. Does it answer the question? No. No, hindi, ang layo. So, turn off na ako pag ako interviewer. No? Or if you're applying for a job, tapos ayun, layo naman ang answer niya. Okay? So, correct response may be, I am applying for a tourist visa. So, yan. Tapos, so no need. If the interview will be asked to ask you to expound your answer, and that's the time. Okay? That's the time that you will expound your answer. Dugtungan mo yung answer mo. Okay? Another. Ay, sorry. Be pleasant, polite, and tactful. Kasi nang-aamo ka eh. You don't have other choice. You are the interviewee. You'll have to, go with the flow. Hindi dapat submissive ka. Because you are an interviewee. Ikaw yung may kailangan sa kanila. Okay? Kaya very important to be pleasant, to be polite, and tactful. Okay? Interviewer. How long you will be visiting the United States? Incorrect. Well, I don't know. It depends. That is a no. It could not be an answer. Okay? If it is indefinite, it's a no. Okay? You should have a specific time to give when or how long is the duration of your stay in that place, especially pag visa na. Like, pupunta ka lang ng, sige, sabi natin Korea, mga K-pop lovers, gusto mo pupunta ng Korea, gusto mo ng ambience ng Korea, ayan, wag mo sabihin na, hindi ko alam, I do not know, I don't have any idea yet, maybe 1 month or 2 months, no, do not use the word maybe, it should be definite answer, okay, correct response, sir, I intend to stay there for 2 or 3 weeks. Okay? So, kailangan po maayos po sumagot. At kailangan relax lang po, ma'am. Okay? Minsan, ang hirap pagsabayin ng maayos sa ka-relax, no? Ma-achieve mo lang yan through practice. No? Totoo yan. Dapat relax. Kasi nakikita kapag nervous ka eh. There are many mannerisms na the interviewer will, notice you if you are nervous or if you're not at ease, you're not comfortable. Okay? Yan ha, be polite and pleasant. Okay? Next, listen and react to the questions after hearing and understanding each fully. Do not interrupt or let the interviewer finish the question. Ay, alam ko na yung answer. Diretso ka answer agad. No. Let him or her finish the whole question. Huwag mo i-interrupt kasi turn off yun. Okay? Ayan. Interviewer. I want to know if, hindi ka pa nga tapos siya eh. Nanghuhula ka na naman. Incorrect response. Oh, I know the answer. Hala, hindi pwedeng ganon. Kahit sobrang handang-handa mo, sa sobrang handa mo, gusto mo nang answerin kahit hindi pa tapos. Hindi ganon, okay? So, listen and react if it's already done or if you have understood the question fully, okay? Answer is, di kabahan sa pag-interview. Ano yan, Julie? Di ka kabahan sa interview kapag ano? Okay, correct response. Do not interrupt. Just wait for the answer. Just wait lang yan. Sorry po, just waits. Na, walang S po yan. Pasensya na. To finish his or her question, then quickly think of the answer. Wala din S yan. Sorry, may iba yung pagkakopy ko niyan sa module. Okay? That's it. Kaya ha, pauna, kay sobrang alam mo na yung answer, basic lang yung question. Huwag kang manguna kasi nga interviewer siya eh. So you always have to know where you stand. Ano yung lugar mo sa scenario at that moment. Kaya accept na interviewee ka, hindi ka interviewer. Okay, next. Ask the interviewer to repeat, rephrase, or explain complicated or unclear question. Hindi po mortal sin ang mag-pardon please, pero wag naman pardon please. Lahat na lang ng questions, pardon please. Hindi po ganon, ha? Sige, you should be attentive. 1, maybe 2 times na can you repeat the question? Or ang rephrase kasi medyo turn off yung, hindi mo na-gets ang question. Okay? So, dapat, ma'am, pardon please, or baka na-interrupt ka bigla, that's the only time you can ask to repeat the question. Kasi kapag lahat lang ng question pinapardon mo or pinaparepeat mo, kahit ako ang interviewer, mag-iisip ako. Okay? Kaya, you should be attentive. Paano kapag deaf? Dapat alam na din ng interviewer pag may problem sa sa pandinig ang isang tao. It's nasa nasa interviewer na yon. Okay? So, interviewer. In which state you will be staying? Sa US visa pa rin tayo ha. Then, you will say, what state? Or what state? Kahit sa sobrang malumanay pa ang sabi mo niyan, it's not yet good. Okay, what state? The correct response may be, sir, are you asking me where I will be staying during my visit to the United States? O see, you are rephrasing the question. Okay? That's a way of asking or to confirm the question from the interviewer. Wag diretso, what state? Or what state, ma'am? No, it should not be. So, dapat medyo subtle ang dating. Are you asking me about the place in the United States, ma'am or sir? Ganun. Okay? That's yan. Tapos, another. Choose not to answer an inappropriate question. Kapag feel mo na, ay parang hindi ko dapat to answeran. So, we will always go back. Sabi ni Julie B, careful lang po ma'am kahit kinakabahan ka na sa interview. Yes. Kaya kailangan presence of mind pa rin tayo. Kahit kinakabahan, dapat alam natin na polite pa rin tayo. Kahit mali-mali na siguro, it's about attitude. No? Kapag it's more on, hindi ka mawawala sa pagiging polite mo at magiging pleasant, that's already attitude. Di bali nang na mental block kung mali-mali na yung question, in-answer mo. Kaysa nag-disrespect ka sa interviewer, ibang usapan yon ha? So, careful pa rin parate. Kahit na mental block ako, ano na lang sinasabi mo. No? Ay, nandito si Alden. Parang si Alden Ramos yung hinihintay ko. Or may isa pang babae. Okay? So, we already have Aldrin Ramos. Hi, good evening, Aldrin. So, okay, incorrect response. Okay, example, interviewer, how do you feel about Americans? Pag hindi mo siya feel answer the questions, do not disrespect the interviewer. You can never say that's none of your business. Deny ka kaagad yan. Okay. Correct response. Sorry, I don't think I need to answer that question since it has nothing to do with my visa application. But there are questions that you need to answer, especially this one. How do you feel about Americans? So if you are applying, you are the one who has a need for that application, for that paper. Kaya I always give the positive side of the subject being asked. Ha? Kaya always choose the positive side. Kahit ang dami nating choices to be bad, but always choose to be kind, especially in words. Kapag wala ka talagang masabing maganda, do not say anything na lang to be safe. Yun ang pinaka-the best. Ha? Kapag wala kang magandang sabihin. Then later on, you will realize that you did a good job. Kasi nga kapag wala kang namang talagang masabing maganda, nagsabi ka pa rin, you will just hurt yourself, of course, kasi magsisisi ka in the end. And of course, you will hurt others. Kaya choose to love always. Choose to be positive always. Kaya manahimik pag walang magandang sabihin. Okay? So, wag ka naging masabi, that's none of your business. Hindi pwedeng ganon. Okay? So, here, be honest. If you do not know the answer, hindi mo talaga alam ang answer, bahala na kung ano-ano lang answer ko. No, parang mas ma-appreciate ng interviewer if you will just be honest. Like when you say, I'm sorry, sir, I do not have an answer for that right now. But I can get that information for you as soon as possible. 'Di ba? Mas maganda pakinggan, no? Meaning to say, you are willing to learn. You are willing to know the answer in the future. Yan, makinig. Yes, makinig na lang po, ma'am. O makinig na lang kung wala kang gusto sabihin. Wag nang mag-react. Especially nowadays, no? Let's just be silent kung wala kang dapat sasabihin na maganda. Mas sincere, tama, yan, Yermia, mas sincere yung, you're just honest to yourself and to the interviewer, to other people. Okay? And take note of this. Ito na po, isa sa mga tips natin, slide natin sa mga tips natin in attending an interview. Read the visa application you filled out. Its contents must be complete, accurate, and truthful. Now, when you are applying for a visa, always meron yang finifill upan na form. Lahat naman kahit kasi applying for a job, you always have your resume because the interviewer will base the questions on your resume or based on the form that you filled out. Okay? Anticipate the questions that you may be asked. This is very important, no? Huwag kang sasabak sa interview if you have no idea to any question that might come out during the interview. Kaya dapat alam mo, nire-research yan. Pina-practice yan ahead. Huwag kang pumunta doon na you're just a blank tablet there. Kung ano na lang question, yung ano na lang, stock knowledge na lang, hindi pwedeng ganun, nakasalalay lang sa stock knowledge ang interview. No. Huwag nating ugaliin yan. Okay? Dapat, pag pupunta ka, alam mo, interview mo na sa Wednesday, today is Monday, dapat ngayon pa lang, medyo alam mo na you're ready for Wednesday. Hindi yung tomorrow interview, so ka palang magpapanik, hindi ganon. Okay? Kasi na-hurt din yung natin minsan Kaya sabi, sana nag-prepare pala ako. Okay? Prepare your answers for the anticipated questions. So, hindi lang pwedeng mag-anticipate sa question. Siyempre, mag-anticipate ka din ng answer. Para kang sumasabak sa Binibining Pilipinas or beauty pageant. Okay? So, mag-anticipate ka sa question and answer. Okay? Pick out the clothes you will wear a day before the interview. Ito na, this is one of the important tips, no? Prepare your clothes ahead. Kung pwede, isukat mo po yan. Baka pag the day na ng interview, pag sukat mo, hindi kasya. Kaya not only pick out, but you'll have to fit in the clothes. Kung tama ba, maganda ba ang aura mo, maganda ba ang fit, maganda ka ba tingnan if you will wear that clothes. Okay? Kaya dapat ganun ha. Dapat, you always, if it is a formal interview, you always have this corporate attire. Kung naka-blazer ka, this maganda. Tapos wag masyadong colorful, neutral lang. If you could use black and white lang, white shirt, white top, and black or dark pants, better. The simpler, the better, ha? Huwag masyadong kolorete. Huwag masyadong kung ano-anong pinaglalagay mo sa clothes mo. Walang ganon, ha? Kasi it can distract the interviewer. Sometimes the way you dress may reflect to your personality, pero ibahin mo muna ang interview. Okay? Doon tayo sa requirement for an interview. Dapat formal attire lang, ha? Huwag mga plunging kasi nakaka-distract po yan. Kung may kwelyo, better. Yung corporate attire, alam mo naman siguro ang corporate attire, no? Ano yung mga corporate attire natin? Kailangan po, ma'am, formal lang po, ma'am. Mananamit po, ma'am. Sabi ni Julie B. Siguro na-interview na to sa Julie B. Ang dami niyang nasasabi ngayon, O no, naka-ano ka lang, naka-blouse na maayos. Hindi yung mga butas-butas. Okay? Dapat yung maganda, maayos tingnan, kaaya-aya, pleasant to the eyes. Okay? Now, determine how long it will take to get to the venue on time. This is very important also. You live here in Cavite and your interview is in Makati. So there's a lot of traffic congestion na mangyayari para ka makarating ng Makati. So you have to anticipate ilang oras pa ako ang travel time ko going to the venue. And please avoid to be late during the interview. It's a no-no na paghihintayin mo yung interviewer. It's a turn off also. Being prompt, being punctual is an attitude. Okay, wag mong pahintayin. It should be 1 hour kung kaya, 1 hour or 30 minutes before the call time, nandoon ka na. Kasi nga, it could also benefit you. Kasi nga, nakaka-relax ka pa rin doon. Slacks daw, sabi, tsaka white na blouse, sabi ni Julie B. Slacks. Wag yung maong na ka. Pag may interview, wag ka munang magmaong. Pwede ka magbitbit ng maong, tapos after the interview, saka mo lang suotin, pero mag-slacks ka po, ha? Okay? So, determine how long it will take, ha? Again, do not be late. Pag pa-interview, bawal malate. Okay? Always remember that. If you don't know how to get to the venue of the interview, ask for directions. Ito isa nagpapalate sa atin. If you do not know the interview, in the place, okay? I-search mo muna, saan ba to? Ano ba sasakyan ko kung magko-commute ako? Okay? So, dapat alam mo yan, ha? So, preparing for an interview. Na paano ka naman mag-prepare for an interview? Okay? 1, as an interviewee, first find out the exact venue of the interview and how to get there. This way, you won't get lost and arrive on time. Number 2, leave your house early and calculate how much time you will need to get to the interview on time. Di bali nang ang aga mo dun, na una ka pa sa guard. Wag lang malate. Ha? And you cannot even tell, ay, na-traffic kasi ako. No. Kung pwede, iwasan natin yung mga reasons na yan. Okay? Dapat, alam mo na, matraffic doon, kaya mas maaga ka para umalis sa bahay mo kasi alam mo, mamata-traffic ka. Okay, always anticipate the traffic or the travel time going to the venue, ha? Okay, next. Prepare what you will wear at least a day before to make sure that you have a suitable attire for the interview. Prepare means nasukat mo, maganda ang tingnan, yun. Hindi yung prepare, dito yung suotin ko. Tapos pag suot mo pala, interview mo na, parang ang sikit na, parang hindi naman maganda sa akin, parang hindi bagay. Hindi ganon, ha? Dapat kung prepare ng clothes, dapat nasukat. Once you agree to participate in an interview, you should know why you are being interviewed. You will be interviewed for a job. Alam mo na papunta ka doon kasi nag-a-apply ka ng work. Okay? Dapat alam mo bakit ka interviewin. Kasi minsan napaghandaan mo yan. Okay? Dapat po, ma'am, ready po tayo sa pag-interview. Sabi ni Julie B, tama yan. Okay? Another, Read and fill up the application form carefully. Know what you wrote by heart. Always be honest when applying for something, okay? Parang nag-discuss na tayo how to fill out forms before, di ba? So wala ka dapat i-leave na blank. Lahat ng information that are needed, lagyan ng answer. Okay? Pag it's not applicable, then you put NA, maybe, or none. Basta dapat wala siyang nililive na blank. Tama po, kailangan iwasan ang late. Ako po, naka-prepared talaga lahat. Ay, ito talaga si Alin, marunong mag-multitask din. Okay? Para pagdating sa oras na kailangan na umalis, ready na ang sarili. Ay, that's very good. Sarili mean to say physical, mental, and psychological, no? Mean to say prepared na ako. Mean to say lahat yan. Physically, mentally, and spiritually maybe. Of course, you'll have to pray. On top of all of these that we discuss right now, number one, on top pa rin ay yung prayer. Spiritually, I'm prepared. Hindi natin pwedeng kalimutan yan. Kasi wala lahat ng preparation na yan if you do not pray, if you don't ask for divine intervention, na? Wala yan lahat na preparation na yan. Kailangan po, ma'am, di tayo malate. Okay? Yes po, always ready. Sabi ni Aldrin sa interview po, ma'am. Very good, okay? Since you know what the interview is about, think of possible questions the interviewer might ask you and prepare answers for these, okay? So, good interviewees also do research. Now, minsan, ano ba yung research na yan? Of course, not the research type that you do in school. Magtanong-tanong ka. If you know other people who have already undergone with the same interview, hindi magtanong-tanong ka. So, the possible questions, pwede mo siyang i-search sa net, yung mga possible questions. Ang dami, parang lately lang may nakita akong post na these are the possible or the best answer to interview or questions when you are applying for a job. Meron yun. Yes po, ma'am, nagpipray po. Pray po talaga, isa sa napalakas ng loob. That's always, it is a universal truth. Parang lahat yan. Wala yung pinipili. Okay? Yung prayer. Okay? Now, we're already in the last part of our lesson, your discussion this evening, no? Give answers. Let's remember, We're already summarizing our topic this evening. Let's remember. Give answers that are concise and straight to the point. Walang paligaw-ligaw. Walang pasikot-sikot na answer, direct to the point. Kung ano yung question, then you answer. Pag sabing expound your answer, and that's the only time you expound your answer. Okay? So, there are other cases na nag-answer ka, like if it's already answerable by yes or a no, especially pag yes-no question lang, hindi naman pwedeng yes lang answer mo or no lang ang question mo. Yes or no question should be supported by details. Okay? Para mas detalyado siya, mas detailed siya. Okay? So, next. Be pleasant, polite, and tactful, Ito, from the start to the finish part of the interview, be pleasant, polite, and tactful. Ito yung nag-reflect sa iyong personality. Be pleasant, polite, and tactful. Okay? Listen and react to a question only after hearing and understanding it fully. Huwag mag-interrupt sa interviewer kasi alam mo na yung answer Huwag mag-interrupt. Okay? Patapusin mo sa interviewer. Ask the interviewer to repeat, rephrase, or explain complicated or unclear questions. But it should not be diretsahan. What state or what did you ask? Or you may say, may I ask you to repeat the question? Or pardon please, ma'am. So polite pa rin ang dating nun. But again, hindi lahat ng question ipaparepeat mo. Hindi na maganda yon. Choose not to answer an inappropriate question, especially if it already beyond the scope of your application. Example, sa visa, hindi naman sa visa, sa medyo sa job. kapag sobrang, that's already unrelated to the position you're applying for, so choose not to answer, but in a polite way. Ha? Be honest if you do not know the answer. Huwag masyadong mag-pretend na answer to, kasi makikita at ma-notice yan ng interviewer. So, mas maganda kapag be honest, you do not know the question, you do not know the answer. Okay? Parang may question dati sa what do you call this, Miss Binibining Pilipinas na she doesn't know the answer, that she is more appreciated kasi nga she's very honest na she doesn't know the answer. Okay? Mas ma-appreciate ng tao yan, okay, ng interviewer. Know the exact venue of the interview and how to get there. Ha? Huwag kalimutan tong mga tips na to. These are very basic. These are very self-explanatory, pero kailangan nire-remind natin ang sarili natin. Okay? It's a matter of discipline. Prepare what you will wear at least a day before the interview. Don't be late for the interview. Ha, wag magpa-late. Okay? Prayer with hard work is more worth it. Okay? Sabi ni Aldrin. Thank you na agad. Thank you na agad. Okay? Thank you for joining in our class. Okay? Okay, good. Magpo-pause ako dyan or no? Magpo-pause ako dyan. Okay? I am Tutor Noreen. Thank you for accompanying me this Monday evening. Salamat sa inyo ha, sa aking mga beloved Suki. Every Monday, Aldrin, Julie B., Yarmia, of course, Alin. Nandito sa username, mas sincere, okay? And for those who are not commenting but staying with us, tapos na. Staying with us this evening. Salamat po sa panonood sa ating live session for tonight. Okay. Salamat po sa pagsama sa atin. Okay, hala, ang bilis niya. Parang ang bilis nga natin ngayon. Good evening. Watching from Ocampo National High School, math teachers. Sir Ruel. Good evening po, Sir Ruel. Sir Ruel Brinas. Ano ba to? Here, math teachers is sir. But Jerome Ibatan. Okay, so Ruel Brinas. Okay. Anyway, good evening and thank you sa panonood, Jerome Ibatan. Okay, Jerome Ibatan. Okay? Salamat. I think we will see each other after the election. I think parang mag-break muna tayo next week. If I'm not mistaken, no? Okay. Maraming salamat. Yun, napaka-important. Yes, those are very important tips, no, sa mga interview na tatahakin natin. Maybe sa ako din, tsaka kayo. Okay, ang bilis ng oras. Totoo yan, Mia. Especially kapag nakaka-relate tayo sa topic, no, parang ang bilis ng oras. Nakaka-isang oras na, almost 1 hour na pala tayo, no? Thank you once again. ETUlay is Monday to Friday. Again ha, nare-remind natin, huwag niyong bitawan ang ETUlay. Kahit may face-to-face na, no? May progressive face-to-face na tayo sa mga schools natin. Huwag niyong kalimutan na may ETUlay pa rin. Consistent pa rin tayo. Every Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Ang ALS natin ha, mga ALS natin learners, ito yung mga suki natin. And we are very thankful sa mga teachers ninyo kasi I know, nagre-remind sila sa inyo to watch ETUlay, especially sa ALS time na 5 to 7 p.m. every day. Okay? So, in English po, Filipino and English, every Monday, 5 to 7 p.m. Okay? Thank you and see you next week or after sa election siguro na Monday. Okay? Salamat! Good night! Kakain na tayo ng dinner. Bye!
Ang bilis ng oras, no? Natapos na naman ang ating ETUlay online tutorial sa araw na ito. Ikaw ba ay may mga bagong natutuhan? Kung opo, abangan bukas ang ating mga kaabang-abang na ETUlay program. Gamitin ang hashtag ETUlay Level Up. Kita-kits bukas!